What's the most irritated you've gotten at a mandatory briefing? Picture this. We just returned from a 15-month deployment in Iraq, exhausted, traumatized, wanting nothing more than to see our families and sleep in real beds. Instead, we got herded into the base theater at 6 a.m. for a mandatory safety briefing about the dangers of drinking and driving. The same briefing we'd sat through dozens of times before deploying. The briefer was some rear echelon staff sergeant who'd never left the States. Perfectly pressed uniform, shiny boots, reading from a PowerPoint that hadn't been updated since 2003. Alcohol impairs your judgment, he announced to a room full of combat veterans who'd been making life or death decisions for over a year. My buddy Jake, sitting next to me, had lost 3 fingers to an IED blast. He was scheduled for surgery that afternoon, but still forced to attend this circus. Remember, 1 drink equals 1 hour before you can safely drive, the briefer continued, clicking to slide number 47 of what felt like 1,000. Behind me, Sergeant Williams was nodding off. Guy had been awake for 36 hours straight, dealing with family crisis calls and medical appointments. But attendance was mandatory, no exceptions. The briefing dragged on. Statistics about drunk driving accidents, photos of mangled cars, testimonials from victims' families, all important stuff, but completely tone-deaf given our situation. Then came the interactive portion. Who can tell me the legal blood alcohol limit in this state? Dead silence. 47 combat veterans staring at this guy like he'd grown a second head. Come on, participation is mandatory, he pressed. Anyone? That's when Private Davis, 19 years old, snapped. Sir, with all due respect, we just spent 15 months getting shot at. We know what real danger looks like. The briefer got flustered. This briefing is required by regulation. Everyone must complete the training module. Then give us the test, Davis shot back. We'll all pass it in 5 minutes and get on with our lives. What followed was pure bureaucratic insanity. The briefer insisted we had to sit through the entire presentation, even though everyone clearly understood the material. It's about compliance with training requirements, he explained, as if that justified wasting 3 hours of our time. The breaking point came when he started a video about making responsible choices at parties. Meanwhile, half our guys were dealing with PTSD, divorce papers, and financial disasters from being deployed so long. Williams finally stood up. This is bullshit. We're adults who've been trusted with million-dollar equipment and classified intelligence, but you're treating us like college freshmen. The briefer threatened to report him for insubordination. Williams laughed bitterly. Go ahead, add it to my stack of paperwork. I've got 3 kids I haven't seen in over a year waiting in the parking lot. That's when our company commander walked in, took one look at the situation, and immediately grasped what was happening. Sergeant, he told the briefer, these soldiers have completed alcohol awareness training in theater. Mark them all as complete and dismiss this formation. The briefer protested about proper procedures and documentation requirements. Our captain cut him off cold. These men have earned the right to see their families without sitting through PowerPoint presentations about things they already know. Find a different hill to die on. We were out of there in 30 seconds, but the damage was done. What should have been a celebration of homecoming became a reminder of how disconnected rear echelon personnel were from reality. Later, I found out the briefer had volunteered for that assignment to avoid a deployment. He'd spent our entire tour giving safety briefings to rotating units while we were getting blown up overseas. The irony wasn't lost on anyone. Guy lecturing us about making smart decisions had made the decision to hide stateside while we did the actual fighting. 6 months later, that same briefer got arrested for drunk driving, crashed his car into a ditch, leaving the base officers club. The PowerPoint presentations apparently hadn't worked on him either.